What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one, and this one is the Changeling. Emma's 3 wishes finally explained. I've seen a lot of people online, on Reddit, and YouTubers who have come out there and said they know what the 3rd wish was, and they gave their explanation. Although most of these things are exactly the same thing, I'm here to tell you that they are not right in that assumption at all. Not only am I going to tell you that, I'm going to prove it to you in this video. So if you want to know exactly what the 3rd wish of Emma's is, make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. Also, if you can, please give this video a thumbs up, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing live streams for the show starting tonight with the first one. It's a call-in live stream. You can call in and say whatever you feel. So let's get right to it. Right now, I'm going to explain to you all 3 wishes and what they are. Let's start. Wish number 1. While in Brazil, Emma goes down to a lagoon. Now, she is informed not to go to this lagoon, but she does anyway. While she's there, she meets a black with white hair and 1 blue eye. What takes Emma back for a second is that this woman already knows her name.
Mesmo você veio? Por quê?
Porque eu não estou com medo.
Pois deveria estar com medo. Me dá 3 desejos para a sua vida, Emma.
Como você sabe o meu nome?
This is a detail that a lot of people skip over and don't talk about. The fact that she already knows her name, that means that this was already preordained. She knew this woman was coming on this day. That is why she had that string waiting there for. She then grabs Emma's arm forcefully and tells her she has to make 3 wishes before all 3 knots are tied. And when she starts tying them, she says 3 things. Wish 1 for now, wish 2 for after, and wish 3 for beyond. After that, she specifically tells Emma, do not cut this. She says, don't cut is the word. Emma tells this to Apollo, not to cut this. And when this falls off of her wrist, that is when all of these wishes will come true. But Apollo, being the god Apollo that he is, he feels like he can just cut it off and all of her wishes will come true because she is with him. And that's exactly what he does. But when he does this, we can clearly see that while that rope is falling off of her wrist, is falling off of her wrist, we can see the black lady is able to sense it while it's falling off. We then see the black lady by the stream. She says it started, meaning that all the wishes are about to start right now. So let's get into them. Right after that string is cut, they show the lady and she's staring directly at the camera. After that, it shows Emma, and Emma closes her eyes. She blinks and you can clearly see that she's in some type of distress. Something's happening to her physically, and then Apollo had to snap her back to her wits. I'll come back to that later. Later on, they meet with Emma's friend at an expensive restaurant, and she's the one who spills the beans on what all 3 wishes are. So let's talk about that dinner right here. She exposes exactly what wish number was.
And I know she ain't want to tell you what they were, bad luck, but fuck it. I'ma just blame it on the bulls. A good husband.
So the first wish was for a good husband. This is the number 1 wish that she made, and that is for now. For right now, at this moment, you're going to get a good husband. It seems Apollo is a good husband to her. He's very caring, he's very nurturing, and we see them at the wedding. They seem very happy together. So it seemed that that wish did come true. The friend said that he had already made 2 of her wishes come true. And the second wish was
a healthy child.
Now wish number 2, this is the for after wish. So after for now is when this is going to occur, and that is for a healthy child. Now this child is not born at this particular time, but we do see her give birth to a child while she's on the subway train. It's not the way she wanted to give birth, but she still gave birth. And it seems that the child is very healthy. So it seems that wish number 2 had taken place. Even though the friend said he already gave that to her, we're not for sure that the child was exactly that healthy at that time. Maybe inside some of the tests it seemed healthy, but that's what she said. That was wish number 2, and then she tries to talk about wish number 3.
Emma met a Norwegian photographer while she was down there in Salvador.
So the first 2 wishes are very clear and spelled out for you, so I think everyone agrees exactly what they are. We hear them straight up. But this is the wish that people are trying to figure out exactly what it is. This is the one that people like to say she wished for adventure, which I believe that is not the case whatsoever. And I think that they say this because she met this photographer, and this is the story that she starts to tell about this photographer, how she went out there and she took pictures of herself, one picture of herself naked, and that seems, I guess, very adventurous, and that's why she did it. Now, she did not go to this place in search of adventure. She went to Brazil because she's from a small town in Boonville, New York, which I've been to many times, not too far from Boonville. And she went there because it was more of the world that she wanted to see. Not adventure, but that the world was bigger than little old Boonville. Now, people saying that she was seeking adventure, they always turn to, that's the reason why she met the photographer and they did the exploration, because she was adventurous. But if that was the case, then why did the friend kind of shut that down when Apollo asked about it?
The Norway guy? Who's he?
I'm trying to tell you something important and you focused on bullshit.
The guy and the so-called adventure that she was on at that particular time is not what's important. That's focusing on bullshit. You have to focus on the important things that she said from that story.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you Emma's 3rd wish in a way that won't break her trust.
So you have to listen to exactly what she said and listen to the words that came out this woman's mouth, because she tells you exactly what the 3rd wish is in a roundabout way. She won't say it exactly because she doesn't want to give away her trust.
Sorry, I don't think I'm following.
She was looking into that camera lens like a fucking sorceress, Apollo. It's frightening.
She clearly says that she was looking into that camera like she was a sorceress. So Emma's 3rd wish was that she wanted to be a sorceress. That's a desire that she wanted to have. That's why she was looking that way. That's what the 3rd wish was, and that's exactly what happens to her. But it doesn't happen to her the way she wants it to happen to her. It happens in a body swap. That old lady that was there, who is a sorceress, swaps bodies with her, and she takes over Emma, and that's how she becomes a sorceress. Now, you have to remember, the old lady knew that Emma was coming there. She knew exactly what was going to happen. She knew that the wishes that she was going to make. And she says to Emma clearly, right in the beginning, what she's making these wishes for.
Eu não estou com medo.
Pois deveria estar com medo. Me dá 3 desejos para a sua vida, Emma.
She clearly says 3 wishes for your life, Emma. It makes you think that she's saying, hey, 3 wishes for the rest of your life. But no, it's for your life. Your life. You're giving up your life for these 3 wishes. That's why when Apollo cuts that rope, you see Emma, when that rope drops, go into like a trance, because right then, and you hear that lady say, it's happening, it's beginning, or something to that effect, because right then is when the swap is starting to happen. And by episode 3, when you see her grab onto the bottom of that pot, and she feels no pain, can't even feel the heat, that's because the swap is just about done or already complete. And they try to give you information that that's not her, because you hear him talk to her about all the things that she's supposed to be.
Michelle, the girl from Boonsville, my wife. Emma would never hurt her own child.
And he's right. Emma would never hurt her own child, specifically her own child. But as she says,
It's not a baby.
because just like her, that baby has been swapped. But I'll get into all the baby swapping and everything else about these witches and stuff in another video. So if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.